I would like to preface this video by saying that I don't have a fear of being seen. I have a fear of being forgotten, a fear that perhaps I haven't left my mark, that the words that I've written no one would see, the thoughts that I have no one would know, that I won't leave an imprint, and that people won't know how deeply I felt the things I saw and the way I perceived them. So what you're going to hear in this video isn't really about monetary status or fame or popularity. It's more of me expressing the feeling of being forgotten before I even got the chance to be remembered.
No one gives an F about me, and that's really freeing. So I've come to this realization that I am not the type of person that people care about. I never had a birthday party, and when I would celebrate with friends, I remember my 19th birthday where we all went out to dinner and we split the check. No one brought me like a little birthday cake at the end. It was just like we went to dinner. Sorry if y'all hear my cat, she's in the back. But yeah, I could have been like, oh, you know, we're 19. We don't know about like treating the birthday person, or even if we split the check, like, oh, let's just get you a dessert. They got dessert for like my other friends on their birthday, but when it comes to me, I'm always an exception. I'm always trying to convey love to others, right? And then, you know, there has been a lot of changes with my life recently, with, you know, me working towards my YouTube goals more. I got a new job and I start that soon. I'm thinking, wow, I'm here putting in all this effort for YouTube, but no one cares about me. No one cares about me. Like, truly, like, I come on here, editing a video is a lot of work. I come on here, I post my video. If I'm lucky, it gets 100 views in 24 hours. I'm putting effort into it. I'm filming better quality. I am writing out scripts. I am putting in the work, but I am talking to a void, because ultimately, people do not care about me or my story. And this is not like a pity thing. See this as like, oh, she's like looking for attention, or woe is me. No, but you know, I do think it's important to be real with ourselves. It's important to acknowledge if you are a failure. And in many ways, I am a failure. I'm a failure. It doesn't mean that that can't change ever. But at this current point in my life, I'm a flop and I am a failure. There's something really freeing about acknowledging that you tried and you tried and you didn't succeed. And this YouTube channel is a complete, I mean, like, is anyone even going to see this video? Like, probably not. I just can't seem to glue together the pieces to make me as a person be someone that others see worthy to care about and to show up for. And this is more of an observation. Again, it's not like a woe is me pity sort of thing. It's more something I observed in my life, in my real life, with YouTube, with social media. I'm not the type of person that can just come on here, yeehaw. I'm not the type of person that can just come on here and like go, should I keep that like that, or will I get like in trouble with YouTube? It's a fucking belt. I'm not the type of person that can post something and have it like sell out, or, you know, hey, I'm starting this, and have people actively want to go. You know, like, I posted my Substack, it got like, no one cares to even read that. You know what I mean? Like, I often feel like I'm just speaking to myself. And I was talking to one of my good girlfriends about this today, and she said, you know, maybe for right now, with both of our channels, we just have to do it for ourselves. Even though I, of course, do all of my art for myself, but obviously I want to share myself with others, but people don't seem to want that. They don't want what I'm sharing. They don't want me. And I felt this way most of my life. Like, I don't have a normal human experience. I live a very isolated life, and I say that because I don't have friends. I don't have friends in LA. Okay, like, I literally stay at home with my cat. I go on walks. I get skinny. I do my diet stuff. I go to work. I work on YouTube. I focus. I lock into myself. I read my books. I write my poems. I watch my films. I do have like like two or so friends in LA. And, you know, that's it. Like, I don't, there is people just, there's a weird disconnect between me and humans. Like, I don't know what it is. It's been this way all of my life. I've been bullied longer than most people have been bullied. Like, usually, like, the bullying stopped around like 9th grade. I mean, I've been bullied from like pre-K to like 10th grade. Like, that's a long ass time. I've always been really unusual and peculiar, and I know I am a very polarizing person, right? Like, I know people either love or hate me, but it just seems nowadays like people just don't like me. It's not that people don't don't like me. People do not care about me, and I can't seem to make people care. The algorithms don't care about me, right? Like, I am just not someone that is preferred. And as an artist, I have to come to terms with the fact that perhaps I'm not desirable, and perhaps I am the type of artist that will just always constantly be speaking to a void, right? So I know I'm going all over the place because this is a different type of video for me. There is no script. I'm just speaking straight off the dome. But when I got this new job and I'm thinking about my schedule, it's like, man, I may only have one day off a week, or maybe no days off a week between both of my jobs. And I'm working these jobs, trying to earn more money, trying to, grow more in my life. And I'm so anxious about, will I be able to continue this YouTube consistency right now? After work, here I am making a YouTube video, showing up. Like, I am trying really, because I love doing it, right? But then it had me thinking, like, Penny, you're going to be so exhausted in the next few weeks. And worrying about, editing videos, having your weekly video up on Friday. For what? No one cares that you're posting these videos. And you see people that just start a YouTube channel, and I mean, it blows up in a day. Or even there are small YouTube channels with less subscribers than me, but they have thousands of views on their videos. Something really weird about me. There is something wrong with me. Yes, there is. There is something wrong with me. I am very self-aware. I'm not going to coddle myself. I don't coddle others. So F would I coddle myself? There is something wrong with me. 1,000%. I know that. There's a reason why I don't have friends. There's a reason why I don't have a lover. There's a reason why I have a really hard time connecting with humans. And obviously I'm neurodivergent, right? Like, my qualms and my things. I truly do think I am somewhere on the spectrum. I 1,000% think I am autistic adjacent. I don't know. I don't even say that to be funny. I don't say that to be ironic. I don't say that to be disrespectful. Truly, but I grew up in a time where, my parents, they weren't thinking about, oh, let's test her for autism. It was, oh, she's just really weird. She's really shy. Growing up, my parents would always be like, just, you're being really strange. People are thinking you're acting funny. They would tell me that I was acting funny, or that mom's friends would be like, your daughter's kind of weird. And it wasn't me being weird. It was maybe I had a hard time socializing, and now growing up, I realized I was in speech classes, right? And it wasn't because I had an actual speech impediment. It was early signs of social anxiety. I was afraid to speak to people, so I would stutter. Obviously now, here I am speaking, there is no stutter. But that was something I struggled with before. I was a child, when I was a young girl. So looking back, I can definitely trace the pieces to my peculiar ways. I don't know, guys. Should I start a new YouTube channel? Is this one dead? I'm a YouTube partner in the sense of super chats, right? Or whatever. But I'm not an actual YouTube partner where I have ads on my videos. I've been on here for so long and I'm still not monetized. I just cannot seem to get people to care about me. And I think I am an unlovable person. And again, this isn't a woe is me thing. This is just me wow, no one loves you besides my mom and God, honestly. And my cat, my mom, God, and my cat. 1,000% those people love me. And that is all I need, truly, because, even me speaking about this, I'm seeking worldly validation, right? I'm speaking about, oh, no one's viewing my art, no one's reading my poems, my videos, no one's even watching them, no one's even caring to comment on them. When I say no one, obviously there are some of y'all that comment, but for the most part, no one really cares, right? Let's be for real here, because if people cared, people would be watching. So they don't care, it's fine. I'm is it fine? But ultimately, my pastor spoke about this last week at church. He was we always yearn for these worldly things, these desires. We yearn for a new job, we yearn for a boyfriend, we yearn for friends, we yearn to land that audition, etc. But we don't yearn for the love of God, you know, to get closer to God. So when I do feel this way, I'm yearning for like these material possessions or these worldly things of like feeling accepted. When I am accepted by God, I'm accepted by my mother and my cat, and ultimately that is all that matters. I'm still going to show up and show out for people. I'm always going to, like, you know, be kind and cheer others on and comment, and I'm gonna show up for my friends, you know. If I had the money, man, I would be buying my friends all these things for Christmas and for their birthdays. Like, I am just that type of person. But I never had that sort of reciprocation towards me. So I guess I would like to experience that one day. And I don't think that's a bad thing to say. It's like, yeah, I would like to have people care about me the way I care about them. But people don't like, genuinely, I know no one really cares about me, like, truly, outside of the, like, I just know it, like, no one genuinely, bitch, I mean, like, actually care about me. Like, we have people in our lives that care about you, but they don't really care about you. It's like a coworker, right? It's like your coworkers care about you. They don't want you to go outside and get hit by a freaking car. They don't want you to be homeless. But do they really care about, like, you? No. Like, and can you expect them to? But then it's like, what's the future for me? Why am I having such a hard time just connecting with humans? I don't think people realize just how isolating that is to be a human, but I am not having a normal human experience, like, at all. But I am so used to it. I'm at this point where it's like, if I had a friend group, if I had a boyfriend, I don't even know how I would handle that. Because it seems like such a big freaking responsibility, because I never really had to deal with that. You know, now I'm starting a new job soon, and I'm like, how are people going to perceive me at work? Are they gonna, like, I don't know, like, if it is what it is, usually when it comes to jobs, every job I had, I've always had either like some mean girl, jealous, a very feminine person. And there's always that one fucking bitch that doesn't like girls that like come to work dressed up, or like, you know, it's just like, girl, like, mind your business, like, shut up. But I'm also difficult. Like, I'm difficult. I can clock my own teeth. I'm very blunt. I say what I say. I don't care who gets offended. And it is what it is. That's who I am, and I can't change it. But, you know, it would be nice to one day be heard and be seen, because living a life that's just, I truly feel like I have a freaking invisible cloak on me. Even right now, it feels like I'm talking to myself, like no one cares. Do you know what it's like to feel like no one genuinely cares, and there's proof back and get up that no one gives a fuck about you? Now, a lot of people they get in their head, no one cares, no one cares. But it's like, girl, people do care about you, you know? Let's say if you're a singer and you're like, no one cares about me, but you have a sold out show. It may be a small little gig, but people showed up for you. Do you think if I had a show, people would, I can hardly get people to watch a YouTube video, let alone show up if I had like a book signing. And then, you know, people ask, oh, Penny's, where's the poetry book? I mean, girl, do y'all really want that? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, people say I can work on this book, and I'm going to be completely honest, if I release a poetry book and no one buys it, I would be crushed. I mean, I am human. I can only take so much rejection, right, from other humans. Like, I can only take so much. Like, you know, it's like, I wish that, I don't know. Sometimes I do wish things were a little different for me, and I wish I could pinpoint a moment in time, childhood, or where something went wrong with me. And maybe there's social cues I'm not picking up on my own personality that's probably rubbing people off the wrong way. I just wish I knew. I wish I could change it. I wish I could fix it, you know, but I can't. And if I were to change it or fix it, I wouldn't be myself, right? Because, like, this is who I am, but I can't seem to make other people want to even get to know me. Just the hard part. That's the hard part. You know, I guess, like, I will keep posting on here. And that's why there's been times where I would just stop posting, because it's like, putting so much time and effort into something that is like, you know, sometimes I'm like, okay, 100 people saw your video, that's 100 people. But in the grand scheme of things on the internet, there are people getting paid thousands of dollars for doing what I eat in a day as a fat girl on TikTok. Getting hundreds of thousands of views for that. I can't even get 300 people to look at a video of me talking about my favorite books and films of the month, or a video of me talking about Black History Month like I did, or a video talking about, you know, perception or road trips or whatever I talk about. I can't even get 300 people to look at that. I don't know. I really do feel like I'm a fucking alien. I feel like I'm cellophane. I am not human. But I guess I just have to find ways to alchemize it all, right? Like I have to alchemize all of this into beauty, and I try to do that with writing. And even if no one reads it, you know, I'm gonna keep on doing it. But then they're like, sometimes people are like, oh, post more of your poetry online. I write all the time, but it's like sharing something so personal for no one to even care about it. It's kind of like, well, then why even post it, right? Just keep it to myself. I don't know. Isolation is such a strange thing. Part of it is consensual, part of it isn't. That's why I love the movie Pearl. I know people say I look like Mia Goth, but like I really love the character Pearl outside of like who's playing it. That monologue where she spoke about like her feelings and the loneliness, and like when she spoke to her friend, and like, and she was telling her how people like her probably feel perfect all the time. You're so perfect all the time. Like, I know a lot of people on TikTok coquettify Pearl, right? A lot of y'all don't really know that loneliness, truly, because you may feel lonely, but I feel lonely, but I also am. Like, there is evidential proof that like no one gives a fuck, man, about me. Like, there is proof of it. No one really cares about what I'm putting out in the world. Like, you can be like, oh, I'm so coquette, I'm so Pearl, no one cares about me. But no, hundreds, thousands of people are probably like into your content, or you know, even if it's just 50 people or 1,000 people, you know, like, no, a lot of the Pearl bitches on TikTok aren't really Pearl. They don't get it. What I feel, what I have inside me, what I carry on a daily basis, most people would not be able to handle it, and to go about this world with a smile on their face, getting dressed up, doing what I do every single day, and being happy. And at the same time, I'm very grateful for every eye that watches, right? Don't get it twisted. But a lot of people would not be able to do what I do, or to live my life. Truly, the life I have makes people go insane. Like the way I am isolated, like someone that's not like strong within themselves lose their mind. Like, truly. The fact is, I have to talk to a phone about this. I have no one here to call up to talk about. Like, you understand like the extent of like my isolation, and like the way I'm just rejected from society for, I don't know what I did. I don't know. But people just don't fucking like me. They don't like me, and they don't care. And the people that and don't tell me, oh no, Penny, I care about you. I'm allowed to voice my opinions. I feel like even if people do like me, they don't genuinely care. And to like something but to not care for it is meaningless. That's like casual sex, right? You may like her, yeah, you like her body, but you don't really care about her. So it's meaningless ultimately. And I think maybe I just think too deeply, too strongly. I think too much. And since I have these complexities within my mind, within my brain, it's hard for me to, I don't know, vibe out with others, man, because like I am seeing every interaction, and I'm seeing this world through like a completely different lens than most people, and it's beautiful at the same time. Part of me is like, well, I wouldn't really trade it for anything, because I get to see things most people don't, and I get to feel things most people don't. But in the words of Morrissey, I am human and I need to be loved just like everybody else does, or everyone else does, whatever. Like, ultimately, I am a human being, but I'm not having the human experience. So what the fuck am I to do? You know, like what the fuck am I to do? I don't know, y'all. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna stop ranting here. I've been in like this weird mindset recently, and I guess obviously starting this new job, not probably won't be having free time, and just wondering, showing up for YouTube every week, editing and filming on my one day off, or even when I go to work, coming home and doing this and filming right now as I'm doing right now, for no one to it's like, imagine like, the best analogy, let's see if I can think of one. Imagine if you were walking outside naked. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna do a fucking stunt. I'm gonna do a dare. I'm gonna walk outside naked. I'm gonna film a little video of everyone's reactions, like, what the fuck, and me running away from the cops. Like, this is going to be like such an epic prank, whatever. So imagine you do that. You walk outside naked, but no one's even noticing you're there. It's like, am I not naked? Like, am I not a naked person walking outside? You guys are just walking like nothing's going on. Hello, I'm here, naked person, hello. And everyone's just like, and you're like, oh, no one even is noticing me. No one even cares. I'm literally being outrageous right now. And no one, no. It's like I wasn't even there. And that's what it feels like. It feels like I'm not even fucking there. As our queen Lana Del Rey said, give myself 2 seconds to cry. I give myself like literally 30 minutes to feel bad. I was feeling really depressed yesterday. Guess what? I still got over 12,000 steps in. 12.5K. I ate within my calorie budget. I edited a YouTube video, at least the first edit. I watched like 2 or 3 films. So I still did what I had to fucking do. Speaking of film, I've been working on something, and it's like having this new job. It's like, will I have time to finish this project that I've been working on? But like, okay, here's the tea, and I can say it in this because no one's gonna watch. I filmed my first like actual short film, like not love letters, which is more like documentary style short films. I wrote a screenplay. I did this thing with my friend Danielle, and we shot this short film, and we had different locations, and I did the first rough edit of the film. And now starting this new job, I'm like, it's hard editing a film and editing my weekly YouTube video at the same time. And I've been doing it. And now coming out like with this new job, it's like things are just gonna get hard. And it's like, is it even worth having this extra responsibility if no one even cares about me doing it? But I also love doing it. I guess sometimes we can all get stuck in analytics, right? And these algorithms control our emotions. This is me being honest about that, but at the same time, recognizing that validation doesn't ultimately matter. And as long as I keep creating for myself, then I am successful, you know, as long as I show up for myself every day. And I don't know, try my hardest. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. If you would like to, if you care, probably don't, but I'll leave all my socials down below. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Obviously, follow me here. And let me know if you feel this way. I want to hear from like the true recluses, like people that really are lonely. I mean, you really don't have any friends. Like, I tell you guys, I don't have friends. Like, I only have like one person. Like, when the fires happened, I only spoke to like 2 people, like genuinely, that cared about me and if I was okay in this big ass city. Okay, let that sink in. Let that sink in, okay? But quality over quantity, as they say. And I love you guys so much. And if you are another lonely civilian such as myself, you are seen. And I understand you in ways that most people don't, all right? I love you, my little trash stars. And I will see you in my next video, which will be me in a much better mood. Mwah. Bye.